It's time for sports on News Channel 6.
I'm live at Memorial Stadium for the MSU Maroon and Gold annual spring game. Right now it's the third quarter and the Gold team is up 22-13, and I'm joined by one of the assistant coaches on the Gold team. You might recognize her as Carly Smith. How you doing, Carly?
Good. I'm doing good. It's fun out here.
It's fun out here. So you're an assistant coach. So what has been the most fun part about being on the sidelines, kind of seeing the action from a different point of view?
It's been pretty cool. I attended college at Texas Tech, and they run really fast offense, and they're pretty fast here too. And so just being down there when they're calling the plays so quickly was a really cool experience.
So I was told that you got to call some plays on the defensive side, and you told me that you did pretty well. So tell me a little bit about getting to call those plays.
Yeah, coming from Tech, I'm an offensive type of girl, but I got to call. Coach Renner let me call a couple of defensive plays, and that was really cool. And I did really good. I got 3 and out, so we did 3 downs, and then they had to punt, all on my calls. So
good job, Carly. I was a coach too. I did that too. I don't know if I got a 3 and out, so you probably did a little bit better than me.
Yeah.
So
the players were impressed too. They're like, "That was a good call, Coach," and he was like, "That was Carly."
So it's really windy out here, and obviously the wind has kind of been the story of the game. Obviously, you're a weather person, so how have you seen the weather kind of affect them?
Well, definitely the goal team tried to kick a field goal into the wind, and that did not work. So it's really affecting field goals. Passing, they're doing a lot of good, quick, short passes or long passes when it works. So they're handling it pretty well.
All right, thank you so much, Carly. Again, tonight coming up on News Channel 6 at 10, we'll have highlights of the Ryder girls soccer team, and we'll have highlights of the MSU spring game. Reporting live from Memorial Stadium, Quinton Walter, News Channel 6 Sports.
Out in Vernon, students are doing something not many Texoma kids get a chance to do. The Vernon Lions and Vernon Northside have bass fishing teams. News Channel 6 Sports' Quinton Walter caught up with the teams today as they get ready for a huge tournament.
Bass fishing is not a traditional high school sport, but for several students in Vernon, Texas, it's something they love to do, and when they got an opportunity to start their own bass fishing team, they did just that.
One of our cousins, they go to a school and they have a fishing team, and we asked how we could get it started, and we started talking to some people, and then we went up and we actually went in front of the school board, and we presented it in the meeting, and they okayed it, so it was awesome. In just their first season, 3 teams, 2 from Vernon and 1 from Vernon Northside, did well enough to qualify to compete in the Texas Bass Association Regional Tournament April 14th. It was our first year. We were very excited. I didn't know if we were going to make it this far or not. I'm really happy. I hope we continue and go to state and hopefully do good in state.
Oh, it was super exciting. I mean, it was a new tournament. Fishing is just completely different from just wanting to go out and just catch fish and have fun. And so it was a learning experience. But it's like once we kind of, towards the end, we really started doing a lot better and figuring stuff out. And so when we did end up getting the weight that we did and advancing, it was really exciting. I was unaware of the science of fishing, so the fishermen gave me a quick rundown on everything they look at before they go out on the water to fish. We look at what the weather is going to be like, and like temperature, water clarity, water temperature, a bunch of stuff like that. Time of year has a bunch to do with it. There's a lot more into it than just tying on a bait and fishing. To win a tournament, you got to be the most consistent angler out there. You got to be able to catch a 5-pound bag limit that is consistently good quality fish. And you go out there on the water, you look at the conditions, the water temperature, what stage the bass are in, and the weather, and then you adjust what you're going to be using, your baits, and how you're going to fish it from on that. And then from there, you can kind of establish how them fish in that lake are going to behave, and then you can get a pattern. So when tournament day, and you can see the weather pattern on the tournament day, and then you can figure, okay, well, this is what we did earlier, so this is what they're going to be biting. These teams aren't just competing for trophies, they're working to help build up the fishing community in Texoma so that in the future, all high school kids have the chance to compete and even have a chance to earn college scholarships. It just really inspires kids to get outdoors and experience something they're not used to. It's so much fun to go out there and rewarding to be able to go out there and establish a pattern and catch fish and beat all these other teams that were doing the same, trying to do the same thing, but you did it better, and it's real rewarding. To be able to make it a sport now, it's more opportunities for other students who don't do athletics or stuff like that, and maybe even college opportunities. I love to fish, so now to be able to do it and represent Vernon as a team is really cool. Reporting from Vernon, Quinton Walter, News Channel 6 Sports.
Pretty cool indeed. The 3 teams will be competing this weekend in Louisville for a chance to go to state. You can show them some support. Texoma tomorrow. There will be a send-off. It will begin at 4:30 and will start at Vernon High School.
Right now, the Wichita Falls Coyotes soccer team is holding a fundraiser at Taco Casa for one of its players that's been battling cancer. Quinton Walter joins us live with the details.
I'm here live at the Taco Casa on Maplewood Avenue. The Coyote soccer team, they're holding a fundraiser for teammate Ramon LG Gonzalez, who is battling leukemia for a second time. Now, back in 2015, LG was diagnosed with leukemia. After undergoing treatment, he went into remission back in 2016. He was able to get back on the field with his teammates for his junior year. But just before his senior year this season, he went in for a regular checkup and received the news that his leukemia had come back. And in January, LG played his last high school soccer game, and now he's done with the chemo, but he'll need another bone marrow transplant, and that's where you come in, Texoma. Now, right now, I'm joined by one of his teammates, Alex Ramirez. Thank you for joining me, man.
Thank you.
My first question is, why did you guys decide to have this fundraiser and have the community come out and help you guys?
We just felt to have this fundraiser, just to raise money, because with everything he's going through, I know it's going to be a lot, but just with the community here helping us, getting all the money up and just help get money for him.
Now, obviously, you've been around as he's been going through this the past couple of years. How special is it to not only get the support from the community, but to support for the whole Coyote soccer community, that you guys get support from the community for LG?
That's amazing. He just knows that everyone's here supporting him. The community's all coming in as one, and that's great because it's something we do for another person if they're in need of anything. So it's just great to have the community here as well as the soccer team.
Thanks so much, Alex.
Thank you.
Remember, the fundraiser will be going on until 11 p.m. tonight, so you still have plenty of time to come out to Taco Casa on Maplewood and get you some tacos for a great cause. Reporting live from Wichita Falls, Quinton Walter, News Channel 6 Sports.
You're watching News Channel 6 at 10. The Henrietta Lady Cats softball team got a big lift 3 games ago. They've been missing their ace pitcher, but she is back, and they are coming off 2 huge district wins. Sports anchor Quinton Walter caught up with Haley Hogan and has much more on her journey back to the circle.
Henrietta sophomore Haley Hogan tore her ACL 6 months ago before a volleyball game.
It was about 30 seconds before game time. I went to jump serve, and as soon as I was in the air, I hear there's a ball underneath your leg. So I come down on just one leg and I hit the ground.
I wasn't playing with her at the time, but I was there, and it just made your heart drop. You're like, oh my gosh, is she okay?
Following rehab and missing the first part of the softball season, Haley made her debut in a big district game for Henrietta against Paradise.
It was amazing. Just so many different emotions going through. I don't even know how to explain it.
Well, her first game back, she was super hyped up, and she just wanted to go in there and do the best she could. You just had to make sure she was calm and just tell her to throw the ball, because she knows how to do it. She knows she was kind of trying to throw too hard at sometimes. But you just had to calm her down and tell her she can do it, and she was ready to go.
When she got released on that Monday before Paradise, the atmosphere changed. We had some confidence. We had our swagger back because we knew that we were going to be competitive. It wasn't going to take 10 or 12 runs to win games. It was going to take 4 or 5.
Haley isn't just back playing. She's been playing great so far. She pitched a one-hitter shutout against the 13th ranked City View Lady Mustangs, and even she didn't expect to play so well so quickly.
I kind of expected it to be a little rocky at first, knowing I haven't played since July. It's been amazing, though. The great team that we have right now, the emotions in the dugout, everything's back to the way it was last year. And
it's awesome. It's a really good feeling to know that we have somebody in there that's going to throw with more speed and more movement. And it's really fun to come back and beat the teams that beat us the first round.
Her coming out, she was amped up. She was ready to go. I don't know what she was throwing, but it's harder than she's probably ever thrown. She was just blowing them away. She was just too much speed for them, what they had prepared for, obviously. So we let her ride that out, and it's kind of changed our seasons, changed our outlook on the year.
Reporting from Henrietta, Quinton Walter, News Channel 6 Sports.
The Lady Cats have another district game Friday as they travel to take on Nocona.
The Lady Raiders have made it to the regional semifinals for the 3rd season in a row, and this season they feel like the team's versatility will be a big factor in getting over the hump.
I think everybody's just super universal. We can put anyone wherever he needs them to go, and a lot of people have just been stepping up this year, and whenever someone gets hurt or someone has to go out, someone steps up and really does good. And I don't know, this team's just like, if we had a year to do it, this is definitely it.
Everyone on this team, every time they step on the field, they're capable of scoring. We have any girl in any position that can score a goal, and we showed that this year because in every game we had so many different people scoring. We don't have just a top two, top one. We have everybody on the team that can score.
Head coach Carl Wiersma has been in this position a few times in his career, and he's telling his team to believe that they can make it to their goals.
He's just really told us, like, you just have to keep your head in it and stay calm, and he really wants us to be confident. Like, he wants us to know that we can do it if we put our minds to it, and he always tells us to just trust ourselves.
The Lady Raiders are just 2 more wins away from state, and if they make it, for this team, it will be like a dream come true.
We want it so bad, more than anything. I think this year I think it's going to be good this year.
It would just be crazy. It's just a dream because it's just crazy. It's our senior year, and just to win our senior year and everything is kind of falling into place for us. We get to play at home in front of our crowd, and just everything is just falling into place, and we have so many supporters, and just it would be like a dream.
Reporting from Wichita Falls, Quinton Walter, News Channel 6 Sports.
This is News Channel 6 Sports with Quinton Walter.
The Midwestern State football team, they wrapped up its spring season this afternoon with the annual Maroon and Gold spring game. Our very own Alexandra McClung, former NSU tennis player, she was one of the honorary coaches on the sideline. There's Coach Masker riding before the game. Pick it up first quarter, the gold team with the ball. Hagen Hutchinson back to pass, throws it over middle, but it's picked off by Daniel Laudermilk. They blow it dead since it's a spring game. Now, the Maroon team in business, Quade Cower, nice fake, rolls out, finds Levi Wilson. He's pushed out of bounds. That sets up this play. They hand it off to redshirt freshman Reggie Gibson. He fights his way in for the score to make it 7-0 Maroon. Both teams, though, they had a little trouble with turnovers. Coward finds Drew Ashley out of the backfield on this play, makes a couple of great moves, but he tries to do too much and the ball is loose. The gold team, they scoop it up to stop the drive. Right before the half, the gold team trying to put some points on the board. They use a little trickery, reverse pass. Somehow Mike Gerst comes up with the pass, but he's short of the touchdown. There's no more time left to call a timeout. The game had to be stopped because of the lighting, so the Maroon team, they won it 7-3. The Wichita Falls Nighthawks, they were back in action also today following their final bye week of the season. The Nighthawks, they're in Colorado taking on the Colorado Ice. They lost to the Ice earlier this season, so it was a chance to get some revenge. At last check, the Nighthawks were leading a high-scoring game, 40-45 in the fourth quarter. It's been a great day of NBA playoff action as the NBA's second season is officially underway. Call your loved ones, tell them you'll see them in 2 months. Well, that's what I did. Anyway, let's start with Stephen Curry and the top-seeded Warriors taking on Anthony Davis and the Pelicans. Into the first half, Warriors, they've already built up a lead. Curry, he comes up with the loose ball, takes it down the floor. He flies in and gets fouled. Scoop shot somehow falls in the basket. Take another look, getting fouled by Davis, but doesn't matter. Gets the scoop shot anyway. Warriors, they led by 18 at the half. Second half, more Curry comes off the screen and drains the catch-and-shoot three-pointer. Finished with 34 points in the game. Anthony Davis, he leads his team on a run in the fourth. Pulls up and hits a foul line jumper. Then he takes the inbounds pass and goes right through the defense for the jam. Davis finished in his first playoff game with 35 points, but Curry, he was good again late. The behind-the-back pass to Draymond Green, he gets it back, gets the easy layup. Warriors up 12 at that point. They survive another late rally to finish off game one with the win, 106-99. After that, Derrick Rose playing in his first playoff game in 3 years against the Milwaukee Bucks. Second quarter action, Bulls up 4. They steal the bad Milwaukee pass. Derrick Rose gets it on the break and slams it home. Rose pumping up the crowd as he heads to the bench. Third quarter, Mike Dunleavy comes up with the loose ball, passes it over to Jimmy Butler. He was everywhere today. He takes it in for the layup. Bulls lead it by 9. D. Rose, he lit up the Bucks in the third quarter. Off the dribble handoff, he hits a G three-pointer from the parking lot. That gives the Bulls a double-digit lead. Fourth quarter, Pau Gasol makes a beautiful pass to Jimmy Butler. Seems to float in the air, that reverse layup. Butler finished with 25 points. D. Rose had 23. Chicago Bulls win game one of their 7-game series versus the Bucks, 103-91. You saw round 3 action of the RBC Heritage in South Carolina right here this afternoon on News Channel 6. Masters champs Jordan Spieth, he was looking to close in on the leader. Spieth had 4 birdies today, 2 on the back 9 on the 11. He makes this birdie putt from the fringe. He finished at 9 under and 3 under on the day, tied for 8th. On the 18th, Brandon Todd with the shot of the day. He chips in for birdie from quite a ways out. That will move him up to 11 under. Todd finished the day tied for second with 2 others. Your leader coming into today's round was Troy Merritt. He did not ease up. His tee shot on 14 gets quite some distance, lands on the green to set up a birdie putt that will put him 14 under. Merritt, he's your leader going into the final round. Remember, you can catch that final round right here tomorrow afternoon, starting at 2, right here on News Channel 6. For all your latest sports headlines, you know where to go, newschannel6now.com, and click on the sports page. The MSU tennis program is used to winning conference titles. Under head coach Scott Lynn, the men and women have won 6 LSC tournament titles combined since he took over the program in 2011. Coach Lynn says it's the players that makes this program click.
Players are what win. Coaches don't win, and staff don't win, and players win. So good quality student athletes win.
The players say one of the reasons for the success is the structure that Coach Lynn has laid out for each player in the program.
But he has a great plan for each of us, and he sticks to this plan, and like we're just working for each other, and he's always here for us.
I think this is a very well-structured program. That is, for every day at practice, you have a structured plan that you go through. Unlike some other schools where practices are just you come and you play sets, you practice and you leave. But this is a very well-structured program, and every day the biggest goal is every day you get better. And coach really emphasizes on getting better every day. And also the fact that we do a good amount of strength training and 6 a.m. running, which really keeps us in a very good shape, and that's what really helps us get through the season.
Coach Lynn and the players have also built a family atmosphere around the teams, and his players say they can feel that even before they commit to play at MSU.
When I visited, I knew I was going to come here just because of the fact that I think the guys and girls here both are like a family here, and that's what really helps us, because I mean we're always traveling together, and when the guys are playing, the girls support us, and when the girls are playing, the guys are outside supporting them, and that's what really helps both the teams get far, and that's one of the things why I signed at MSU.
We're like a family, and I feel we're competing a lot on practices, and we're working hard, and we have one goal. We're trying to win nationals, so that's what we're fighting for. It's not about conference championship, it's more than that.
We try to have them over for team dinners, we do team building things, they're part of our family. We love them from a family standpoint. We want to make sure they're successful in life. I think hopefully over time they start to feel that, they start to recognize that. It is hard work to be successful, but I think they probably appreciate that.
If there's one thing I've learned the 4 years playing college tennis, it's play for your brother next to you. I think this team, I think all the guys here, we are a very, very close team, and we have no egos among each other. If you're a freshman or a senior, you play the same part in the team. Obviously, what really kept me going and still keeps me going is playing for the guy right next to me, and I think that's what's been a key for our success.
Reporting in Wichita Falls, Quinton Walter, News Channel 6 Sports.
Just a little while ago, we heard from News Channel 6 Sports' Quinton Walter, who is live at Taco Casa at a fundraiser for a local athlete battling cancer. Let's check in again. What's up, Q?
Hey, Adam. We're still going strong here at Taco Casa on Maplewood. The Coyotes soccer team, they're hosting a fundraiser for their teammate, Ramon L.G. Gonzalez, who is battling leukemia for a second time. Now, I've been here about an hour. It's been pretty busy. So if you haven't eaten dinner, go ahead and grab the family. You guys can come out down to Taco Casa and get some tacos, get some food. 20% of the proceeds will go to help LG's medical bills. Reporting live from Wichita Falls, Quinton Walter, News Channel 6 Sports.